Welcome. My name is Ozzy Beltran, and I am with the Digonzini Real Estate Group. We're part of Keller Williams La Quinta. And today, I want to go over the two utility companies that we have here in the desert. We're talking about electrical. And this is something that we normally go over with all of our clients when they're looking to buy a home here in the desert. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the two electrical utilities are here in the desert. And let's start off with Edison. So Southern California Edison is one of the utility companies. The other one is known as IID, which is Imperial Irrigation District. So um, how do we determine which utility company you're going to be in? Well, I do have a service map here for Imperial Irrigation, and I will show you what we have here. So typically what we say or we tell clients is anytime you are on the east side of Washington Street, you are going to be in the Imperial Irrigation District coverage or utility area. Anything west of that, you would be in Southern California Edison. Now, there is some exceptions, and that's why I'm actually going to go ahead and zoom in here, and we will cover those exceptions there, right? So if we actually look at our coverage map here, if you're familiar with the desert, this is Washington Street. So Washington Street is here. This is the I-10 freeway. Just for reference, this is Highway 111. So if we look at everything in yellow is what is covered by Imperial Irrigation District. And I'll go over the rates right now and we'll see what the difference is and why it matters in some cases, right? So if we look at Washington Street here, anything on the west side is going to be Southern California. Anything on the east side is going to be Imperial Irrigation. Now there is some things that are the exception to that, and that is once we start going south into, oops, let me go in here, and when we start going south into La Quinta, we're going to see that Washington Street uh, really kind of goes towards the east here, and then it goes down into the La Quinta area. Well, you could see here that, this is what's covered through IID, and it actually extends to the La Quinta Cove. So La Quinta Cove is covered under that. So that's where you kind of see the boundary line there change a little. However, there is a few other changes over here. If we look north of the I-10, there's the exception there again, and we could see that north of the I-10, following the I-10, it goes all the way down to Thousand Palms, right? And then there's two little sections here that are south of the I-10 that are covered. So in this case, for communities in here like Spanish Walk would be covered under IID, as well as some of these Avondale Country Club uh, and small RV park that's there. If we actually go again to the west here, we're going to see that anything that's here in, this would be the Rancho Mirage area between Monterey and Bob Hope. You see where that, this section there is also covered by IID. So we go all the way north, and when we go north, it goes all the way down to what would be the middle or the end of Sky Valley. So Sky Valley rural area there on Dillon and India Hills are all covered under IID. And then everything else would be under Edison, right? So why does it even matter? What's the difference? Well, there is different rates. And when we actually look at the residential rates for our rate schedule for IID, this is pretty basic. I'm not going to go over everything here, but overall, when we look at IID, typically IID has a standard rate of 11.69 cents per kilowatt. So if we look at Edison, they do have different rates, and they have a time of use rate plans, and they have tiered plans. If we look at time of use plans, um, you could see that their rates typically start at about 27 cents a kilowatt. So that's where the difference is going to be. between the 11 point, 11, you could call it 12 cents. 12 cents versus time of use starts at 26 cents, between 4 and 9, between 5 and 8. There's 27 cents, and then prime. So they have different rates based on different plans that they have. If we actually go back and look at their tiered plans, on their tier plans is again similar, 23 cents starting off. Tier 2, depending on how much electricity you're using, and then high usage is on there, right? So what I would do is I would recommend you visit these websites and determine what the difference is. Just from the outside view here, we could see that the rates are just a lot cheaper at Imperial Irrigation, right? So that this will actually even help you determine if solar is a great option for you. So this is what I wanted to cover today. Very important. We always, go over this with all of our clients that are looking to buy or are looking to understand what the two utility companies mean for us here in the desert. As I said, the service map is available here on the Imperial Irrigation website that shows you the coverage, what's covered, what's not. Again, this is Ozzy with the D. Gonzini Real Estate Group. We're part of Keller Williams La Quinta. Thank you and have a wonderful day.